Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and today we continue on with part 2 of the Halderson case. If you do not know what this case is about, I've made an entire playlist where I'm going to add all these videos relating to this case, but I will do a quick recap for you. Let's get started. Welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are new here, then I hope that at some point during this video you'll consider subscribing and becoming part of the Grizzlies. And if you are already a Grizzly, then welcome back. It's always so nice to see you. If you're interested in a full timeline and you like to read stuff, then my entire timeline that I've typed out is now available on Patreon. On Patreon, I actually offer a lot of perks like scripts, art, photos, exclusive videos, and everything. There's 3 tiers to choose from there. I will always have the $1.99 membership here on YouTube, so you can use all the cool emojis and have your name highlighted and all that cool stuff. But if you want lots of variety with perks, then I would recommend Patreon. Link in the description box. So to recap the case, I'll just have a quick peek at my timeline here. On July 1st, 2021, Chandler Halderson murdered his parents with a SKS rifle. He then dismembered his parents and scattered their remains all over Wisconsin. It is an absolutely terrible case. I don't go into too much gruesome detail because that's not how we roll on this channel. If you want gruesome detail, yeah, I would recommend buying my Dahmer book. There's a lot of gruesome detail there if you like that. Because with him, it's unavoidable. Like the things he did, oh my word. Anyway, so yes, this that we're watching here is the interrogation tape. So we went through the whole timeline in part 1 of the series, and this is taking us now to July 8th, when the police interrogated him knowing he was the prime suspect in his parents' murders, and just letting him talk for a good over an hour, talking a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of BS about the timeline and what he was up to, and it's just so interesting to watch him, how much he actually lies, and then afterwards, wow, wait till the end. Just hang in there because it's so worth it. His face changed because it's like good cop. At this point, it's good cop, and then bad cop happens at the end, and he's like, and then he gets arrested. So we will look at that. I'm going to do this. Okay, are we ready? Let us watch this now together.
Sure. By the way, a detective at my house said something's happened, and while we were leaving, people were going inside. Is there a warrant for my house?
Should there be?
No, I'm just wondering if...
Okay.
Can we go in?
As far as I know, they were at your house and they were going to...
He's quite defensive, huh? Is there a warrant at my house? Like, why is the detective going in there?
They're talking to you to ask if you would come up here and talk to us.
But Officer Haley just walked pretty much in to the gate, the gate on the outside. She just kind of walked in.
I mean, how dare they just walk into his gate, right? Psh. After he dismembered his parents in the house, and wow, how dare they just investigate like that? I mean, he didn't know at that point. Really, he didn't know that they were onto him. He actually thought he's going to get away with all this.
So I was wondering if...
Was that when you were getting your wallet?
No, we were, I was in the car waiting to leave. I was just wondering if everything's okay. Because she said something's happened.
Okay.
And we need to go down.
Something's happened. He's pretending not to know what that is.
All right. I'll find out what that's about.
Well, has anything bad happened? Oh,
not sure. All right. So Wednesday night, Mom comes home. Dad was angry. Was he yelling, or what was? How would you describe Dad being angry?
It was, if you would yell if you said something to him, I guess. If you talk to him, if you give him his space, he'll be okay. So
Wednesday.
We did go through this part. I just went back slightly so we can all just get back in the zone of doing this. This is over an hour long of this interrogation, and it's epic. So hang in there. Let's watch this together.
Wednesday. If you just give
How
him his
was it that
space.
night?
That's all we did. Just give him his space. He won't yell or do anything.
Okay.
That's all we had to do. Just Ma and I went to clean, do some laundry, make our beds, stuff like that.
Who is we?
Ma and I.
Your mom. Okay. And that was Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's, we had an early night. No TV that night.
Gotcha.
We had an early night, no TV that night. Yeah, because he'd murdered his parents. It's so hectic how often killers will sit there and talk like this and just be like, yep, there was no TV that night. We just had an early night. You know, like there's a little bit of truth in what they're saying, that they did not watch TV that night. Now, they didn't go to bed early, but it was silent for him because he'd murdered his parents.
What time did your parents go to bed Wednesday night, do you think?
I was in bed at 8.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you when they went to bed.
Okay. No worries. And you were downstairs, that's where you've been sleeping, you told me last
I
night?
was in my room Wednesday.
Upstairs, okay.
That was a hard no for him. No. I wasn't downstairs that night. I was in my room. Yeah, you went upstairs because downstairs was a crime scene, a terrible murder scene.
Gotcha. So, in the bedroom upstairs, and then you slept downstairs. Why have you been sleeping downstairs again? You told me last night.
Bathroom.
The bathroom's right
I
there.
need to be close because stairs, I can't see too well in the dark now. So
Yeah.
Now he can't see too well in the dark. This guy's got all sorts of ailments. He doesn't, but he likes to make up ailments.
Gotcha. And just like last night, I'm jotting some notes quick. You know,
Yeah.
It doesn't mean one thing is more important than the other. It just means that I need to remember stuff, and
I
sometimes
understand.
Gotcha. All right. So, did you sleep with your door closed that night or open?
Oh yeah, I always have it closed.
Closed door. Yeah, makes sense.
I have a feeling they argued a little bit after.
Parents did.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they argued a little bit afterward. Do you now? Yeah, I closed my door, but I have a feeling they argued a bit. Can you believe how killers throw their victims under the bus after the fact? Oh, drives me mad.
What are they arguing about?
Probably what set my dad off that day, the glass.
Okay.
Us not having food ready, stuff like that. We just microwave whatever was in the fridge, I suppose.
Yeah. Who was upset about that?
Dad.
Dad was? Okay.
He usually doesn't like that. He likes when we cook.
Okay.
Ma and I.
Okay.
It's quite odd how he's like, man, I made the beds, and man, I did this, and now, like laundry, and now he's making like the dad wants him and Ma to do the cooking. It's just, psychologically, that's interesting to me.
Does he ever cook?
I haven't seen him cook. Oh, he grills. He likes to grill. He grilled on Thursday.
Oh, he grills. He likes to grill. He grilled on Thursday. Unfortunately, that would line up with when he was trying to burn. When he did burn his parents' remains in the fireplace. So it's like, yep, he grilled on Thursday, and now he's going to tell us that he started grilling early in the morning? That's just to cover his tracks.
Nice. All right.
I think I told one officer the green egg he got. It makes terrible food, but yeah.
Dad does?
Yeah. Oh, the green egg.
Oh, the green egg. That's like a grill or something?
Yeah, it's insulated and makes everything smoky.
Oh, okay.
Ah, blame the green egg.
It's Thursday morning. I wake up.
What time you think?
6.
Okay.
Dogs.
We talked about that yesterday. 6 a.m. is kind of your deal, right? 6 a.m.
Yep. That internal clock now.
Yeah.
I haven't used things in a while.
All right.
6. I don't often eat breakfast, so I kind of just stay in my room on my phone. Help my mom out getting ready in the morning. She left for work at 7:30. I got her whatever she had to do. What was it?
Conveniently, can't remember. I got her, yeah, I don't know, whatever she had to do.
It was meaningless tasks, like just daily, like pillowcase changes and sheet changes, stuff like that. You know, in the morning.
Before work?
Yeah, that's what we always do. Then she's gone.
That's him in court with his defense attorney.
My dad starts the grill around 8:39
In the morning?
8:39, my dad starts to grill. Oh man, that is a sickening sentence that he just said. Because it's partly true. It's just that trigger warning. He was grilling his dad on the fireplace. That is so sickening. Oh my word.
Yeah, to get the temperature right.
Was he working from home that day, or?
Yes.
Okay.
We ate the grill. Nothing really happened between that. We kind of either were outside with the dogs from the lighting of the grill, him going in, taking a couple calls now and then, or emails or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we just kind of watched the grill and waited to get it set steady at hamburgers for $3.50-ish.
Okay.
Then, so yeah, we just kind of waited.
For the burgers?
He doesn't even answer that. Just kind of waited. Then he says, for the burgers. He ignores that.
And then we ate noon 30. Or 12:30, sorry.
Sure.
Like, who says noon 30? Is that a thing? I don't know. We ate noon 30? No, you didn't. Oh, my word.
Then we went inside and had our TV show again, Wheel of Fortune. It's always on around our time for lunch. Or was it Family Feud? The Family Feud was Thursday. Family Feud.
Where'd you guys watch that at? Downstairs?
Same.
Okay. Did you guys have a TV upstairs? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
Not allowed. Sorry, I'm really trying to work memory.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Memory's so vague. He's trying to come up with a plot.
Then, yeah, we went to go do our own things. I went back to a little bit more job searching. This time I branched into DeForest instead of just Windsor looking. He went back to work. We planned on something went well. Oh, we were I don't know, something went well for him. So that's all.
Something went well for him? This guy's comments are terrible.
We were hanging out again. My mom texts. I believe I texted her everything's going well. His phone died, my dad. He didn't believe. He just kind of like charged it, put it on the dock, and left it.
He's saying that because after the dad's last text, his phone just, like, sort of, the battery drained and it died, and that was it. No one ever heard from him again.
Then we just kind of hung out, and my mom gets home, and I start shrimp scampi for my dad, because that's what he wanted, but we didn't have shrimp, so I made shrimpless scampi. That's where they told me while we were eating it, they were gonna go with their friends, and I was like, oh, cool.
And they said they were going to the cabin.
He's like, oh, cool. Like, he's so chilled about it. I mean, he's telling us that he's on Mama's side all day long, helping with laundry, helping her get ready, helping her cook. But, they're going away for the weekend. Oh, cool. No reaction there. Just a disclaimer. From everything I've read and heard, the parents sound like wonderful parents. It doesn't sound like there's any sign of abuse. Everyone who knew them said they were wonderful people. And that can happen sometimes. I know people try to look for what, where, how, who to blame. But seriously, the only person to blame is this guy right here. I'm like pointing everywhere. This guy right here. He just didn't want to be caught out in all his pathological lying. I think he just felt like he couldn't survive that. Like, oh my word, imagine if my family finds out that I've lied about literally everything. And his girlfriend and everyone. It's just terrible. And so he decided to just wipe them out completely. Instead of facing that embarrassment. Oh, so bad.
Yeah. Well, okay. We're going up north. That's how they refer to it.
Who said that, mom or dad?
Ma. My dad doesn't talk while he eats.
Okay.
So there we are at Thursday dinner. Up north of the cabin, my dad says, I'll need a set for pipe repair and gas. So I'm like, all right. I grabbed the pipe repair stuff from...
He mentions this pipe repair stuff twice, the plumbing kit and pipe repair and emergency that they're going out there for plumbing. He said many stories, but like, oh man, what did he do with the plumbing stuff? Because he definitely mentions it if you watch this whole thing with me, which I hope you will. That's why I'm making it for you. This is like my second time going through it line by line for you. And so, oh my word, when he mentions this, yeah, get the pipes, get the plumbing stuff. I don't know, he gives me Dahmer vibes, like he's not, I don't feel as calculated as Dahmer was in everything that Dahmer did. If you don't know what he did, then oh my word. I wrote a whole book about it. I've got ebooks, paperbacks, and audiobooks, and I'm not just trying to plug it and sell it. I'm just saying that I went like deep dive in. So if you want to check that out, whoa, I just feel like what did he do to the plumbing? What is he talking about? Because he definitely mentions it, like these little interesting details when he says, for instance, his parents forgot to take the folding chairs that he took out for them. He probably moved some stuff around and probably had blood on the folding chairs and had to clean them or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just pay attention to every little line he says because there's just a little bit of truth in everything he says.
His plumbing chest or plumbing box. It's like a tote of what you need for pipe repair.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 whatever jerry cans. I can't remember the amount, but they're red with the safety nozzles. Got those squared away. They had most of their duffels already packed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And we all just started bringing them down to the mud room with the shoes.
Yeah.
It's so hectic how he says bringing them to the mud room with the shoes. Because to me it sounds almost like the murder room, And I don't know, just the way he said it there is like, yeah, to the mudroom with the shoes. Ooh, freaky.
The garage.
Where you showed me him.
After that, we watched. What was that? It was a Netflix original. Seven Underground, with a thrill-seeking, like.
Pay attention to everything that he says they watched. I mean, on day one, Wheel of Fortune, and the next day, Family Feud, and now Seven Under. Just think about that order. Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, Seven Under. Like, psychologically, I find that interesting. The things he's making up. I'm not sure that they watched Wheel of Fortune, maybe, but Family Feud is made up in his narrative. It doesn't. His parents were dead, okay, already. So, Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like, to me, it's like, ooh, determining their fate in his mind. And then Family Feud, for him, that was Dismemberment Day. And then Seven Under. Ooh, and listen to what he says about it.
It's like they fake their deaths and they fly airplanes and they like fight at the evil of the world by being ghosts. It's pretty cool.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
He's like, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Oh my word, it's just so hectic how he now has to go into the plot of what they watched. I mean, it's what they say, especially at the FBI, isn't it? If someone's giving you way too many details. I'm just referring to Joe Navarro's book now. What everybody says. But in interrogations, Joe Navarro says, if someone gives you too many details, it's like they're lying. You know, if it's just like, so what did you do? Well, we watched Netflix, we had some dinner, went for a walk, whatever. That's like sort of normal language, but to say, we watched this, and what it's about is, and then describe the whole plot, and then describe every little thing you ate and did and whatever, like so much detail is what these killers often think they have to go into to look as if they aren't lying. But you know what it does? Makes them look like they're lying. Mm-hmm.
Who was watching that?
The three of us.
All three of you? Okay.
All three. And that put it at 9. They had their drinks. Went to my computer. My computer was at that black table we sat at.
Sure.
We saw that stuff. Played a video game called Tarkov until midnight. Well, after midnight, maybe even. Kind of lose track of time. And my parents by then were asleep. We got their teeth brushed and everything. Then I got upstairs. Oh, that was Thursday. Yeah, so I did. So we got the bed all set before we played Tarkov, and that's when I crawled into bed from the black table. So after our movie, we set up my couch bed, and the pillows for the girls.
Who helped you set the bed up?
My dad.
Dad, okay.
Yes, he knew he was leaving, and I would need that. Friday morning, I woke up. They had left with the stuff was all set out. They remembered the gas. I found the folding chairs that they wanted to bring, but they never brought them. I'm assuming they couldn't fit them. They're big. So I put those away. That was Friday.
And really, his timeline sounds quite boring, doesn't it? And if you think about that, his timeline is actually the exact opposite. Like, oh my word, the things that he was up to during that time, oh man.
In the morning, I go upstairs, feed the dogs. It was around 6-ish, not 6:15 when I woke up. I was a little late that day.
6:15 Friday, okay.
That's just when I looked at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs. Saw my Ma's note, the insurance for my appointment. ate whatever's on the counter. I think it was cornbread.
Where was the note from your mom?
That was on the kitchen. Like, there's a peninsula
Yeah.
with the insurance stacked up. But I moved it to the table.
Okay. And then those insurance cards were there also that we saw yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she knew which one I would need. But I have 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So hectic how he, in his narrative, is even talking about insurance, because there was a life insurance policy, and I believe that's what he was trying to go for. I don't know the exact value of it, but it was a lot. I think it was like $1 million or something. I'm not 100% sure. I got to fact check that. But like, what? He's like, oh yeah, just if the insurance notes there, like, this is the point to bring that up, and then just ate whatever was on the counter. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Friday.
Yep. So it was
I
Friday
hung
morning.
out with Kat Friday night, I believe.
What'd you do Friday during the day?
Oh yeah, let's work backwards. I kind of took the day away. I played video games.
Okay. Parents are gone. Why not, right?
Yeah, I didn't do anything that I should.
By the way, his girlfriend had also come over quite a bit that weekend. You know why? Because she was frustrated that she hadn't seen him for quite some time or come over to hang out, because he said he was grounded. What in the heck? And that could have been during the time when he was pretending to have, when he had the neck brace on and pretending to be like super friggin' hurt and concussed and all that, even though he had a mild concussion. That was true. A doctor said he had a mild concussion, but he was going all out with it because he wanted the attention from his mother, because his brother had landed in hospital and had been diagnosed with diabetes. So he was like, no, I want all the attention. That's it. Concussion, severe concussion, hematoma, friggin' legs couldn't work, permanent nerve damage, all sorts of stuff, wearing the neck brace. And during that time, he told his girlfriend he's grounded. Now, what on earth kind of 23-year-old man living at home gets grounded? That is my question. Oh, my word.
I should have been cleaning and all of that.
Well, the house seemed pretty clean when I was there.
You see all the dog hair? That's got to be gone.
He's very sinister when he says that, because he's like, yeah, I was just cleaning, and yeah, and then they're like, oh, the house looked pretty clean to me, because he cleaned with hydrogen peroxide and lemon and a mop and just with everything. So he's like, did you see the dog hair? Like, oh my word. That was sinister, the way he said that.
It comes along with it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Friday during the day, just played video games, kind of.
Yeah, then after work, I believe that was the day Kat came over.
After whose work?
Kat, she is
after
5.
her work.
5 is her work when
Okay.
she was off. I believe she came over.
So she gets done around 5.
Because
Okay.
the cat came at 5, you said?
I don't think she went straight here after. I
Let's not make
believe
sure
she
her
came
drive
over. It could have been later, like 6, maybe give her time for like getting clothes.
This was after work, did you say?
Mhm.
Where's she
Yeah.
work at?
She works downtown Middleton
Oh,
as
okay.
a farm tech.
Okay.
She, I believe she stayed with me on that couch that night.
So she spent the night over.
Yeah.
You guys both slept on the couch downstairs?
Yeah.
I like this other cop's body language, the one in the corner by the door. Like he's sitting in a way that looks chilled, but it also looks aggressive to me. It's like, I don't know. I like looking at body language, and it's kind of like it's got him cornered in there, and he's just what I would read is like, whoa, his patience is wearing thin. And you'll see at the end, it is, you know, because they know what he did.
What'd you do before you went to bed?
That was Friday night. That might have been my own night. I might be wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay.
I think I spent that night alone. I just kind of gamed online with some of my friends. Oh, I said Saturday night. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So, one night, I gamed alone all night. One night, Kat spent the night on the couch. Oh, and Sunday, she spent the night in my bed with me. She helped me out. Sunday night, I know that because she didn't want to spend another night on the couch bed. She didn't like it. And she went to work on Monday morning. So that was my bed night.
It's not because they're dating. It's because she didn't like it on the couch bed. I mean, he just talks like a teenage boy. Like, ooh, that night she slept in my bed. Like, dude, you're 23 and your parents are away according to his story. So the story just doesn't make any sense. Because according to his story and what he told his girlfriend is that his parents went away to a cabin up north. Okay? So if the parents are away at some cabin that they own, right, which they did, but they were not away, they were murdered. Oh man, that is so scary. For Kat, his girlfriend, to realize all this in hindsight must be so traumatic. Oh my word, she had no idea. And for him to say, yeah, that night she actually slept in my bed. Why didn't she the previous nights? You're dating, are you not? Like, what is your problem, bro? Oh my word.
Backtracking. One night she spent on the couch with me, with like the couch bed we've made.
Mm-hmm.
But one night I gamed all night, or all day and night, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure that was Friday night. And let's go with Saturday was my night alone.
Okay.
Please note how he said, let's go with Saturday. It was the night alone. Like, let's go with. Who says, let's go with in an interrogation? Let's just go with, yeah, I was alone on that night. Like, what? Totally making up this whole plot.
So Friday, we believe she came over.
Yes.
And then Saturday was the game night.
Yes. So backtracking to Friday, when she came by, we actually we just Bright, no, not Bright. There's this movie or a TV series on Netflix. We watched pretty much the entirety of that into the morning. It was a apocalypse show.
Okay.
I don't know the name.
What time do you guys think you went to bed?
We stayed up well until 10, I would say.
PM?
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta be at least. The morning. Saturday, we didn't do much. She left. This is when I'm really starting to notice my legs.
Okay.
I'm kind of having the anxiety and all of that, like getting a little frustrated with myself and all of that. Like it wasn't too bad until like last week Tuesday when I started noticing it, and Saturday was like the peak, and it's kind of stayed out like this.
Yes, pull the anxiety card now. What an abuse of that word now. I'm sure his anxiety was high. Well, I actually don't know. I can't actually say I'm sure. Maybe he's a complete friggin' psychopath. We don't know. And then, have you seen how psychopaths and sometimes sociopaths, their heart rates stay real low no matter what they're doing, right? So, I don't know. But I could imagine that if he's in somewhat a normal human being, man, the anxiety must have been high. But when he's now pulling that card, it's like, Oh, the foggy memory from the anxiety, is it? Oh, no.
Okay. Peak anxiety. And
this kind of like set me like fast for some space, and I just kind of gained Saturday. Couldn't tell you when I went to bed. I think I might have even stayed up till 2. That, yeah. Yeah, it's just the same game. Escape from Tarkov. I couldn't get a hold of any of my friends to play with, unfortunately. I played like some here and there from Discord, but none would like stick around for that late in the night.
Sure.
Then we get to Sunday. It's the 4th. I couldn't figure out where she was. Because it was a text, there was no iMessage, so I kind of just like left it at that. They're safe, they're alive. Then,
Oh my word, they're safe, they're alive. That is the weirdest sentence to say if your parents are just being picked up by some random couple and going off to their cabin where you've been many times, according to him, but both their cars at home. Weird. But like, okay, they're picked up by this couple and they go, and he's like, they're safe, they're alive. Oh my word, could you get more premeditated? Because that implies that there's a part of him that thought maybe they wouldn't be alive. But thank goodness they're safe and alive. Like, whoa.
it's the afternoon. I'm talking to Dan. I call him up and I ask him, well, what he's doing. Or maybe that was the morning, but I called Dan that Sunday, asked him what he's up to, if he wanted to hang out. I don't like being alone at the house very long.
And Dan is mom's coworker / friend?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
this guy. Go over there he invited me for fireworks in his driveway.
You said yesterday he lived in DeForest or Windsor, one or the other.
Yeah, close.
Okay.
I could point it at a map.
One or the other, I think it is.
So,
Okay.
throughout the day, the dogs, it's just me and the dogs, the fireworks, and the dogs are like running around into things. I'm trying to keep them okay. All they're doing is knocking stuff over, spilled their water. They haven't eaten. They won't go outside for me. Even on a leash, I couldn't get them out.
What was the deal with that?
Fireworks.
Oh, the fireworks
All
are
day.
spooking them so much.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
day.
I
So
gotcha.
I put them both into the fort, cranked the TV.
Did that seem to help at all with them?
Yeah,
Good.
the loud TV helped. Rizzo doesn't like, or maybe does like New Girl, the TV show, so we watched that. It's the theme song that gets her, I think. She barks.
Whenever the police officer laughs or tries to build rapport, he doesn't even respond. He stays so emotionless. It's quite fascinating to watch that. He just literally has no rapport building skills. Of course, he's very stressed in the situation. So I'm not saying it for his entire life. I'm saying in this situation, if he wanted to act a little more normal, it would be like, just like build up on that rapport a little bit, you know? Nothing. It's just like blank stone face, huh?
So we watched that. Izzy fell asleep, so Izzy's the old dog, the older one. Yep. So then it's Sunday. Like Sunday evening, Cat comes by to help me with the girls.
So she wasn't there during the day?
No, it was just me and the dogs. She left Sunday morning.
Okay.
From the... No, she left Saturday morning because I spent Saturday by myself.
I see that.
And then Sunday,
Ooh, he's botching his own timeline a little bit, huh?
it was just me and the girls till
Me and the girls means him and the dogs, just to reiterate. It's so creepy how he talks about the dogs. It's just me and the girls that morning. What? Dude.
whenever Kat got there. We didn't eat together, I don't think. No, this is Sunday. So I went to Kat's house.
On Sunday.
I actually, yeah. So that was Sunday morning is when I left the girls. So all of Sunday morning, I had the girls in the fort. We watched New Girl. I went to Kat's house Sunday to eat, but we ended up not eating there. We went to Cress's house. It's Cottage Grove or Cascade.
Oh, you know it's Cottage Grove, dude, because that's where you discarded of your father. Like, what in the hell? He's like, it's Cottage Grove? Yeah. If you're interested in map time, please check out part 1. It's linked in the playlist, which I'll put in the description box below and in the comments. So I pin it there for you, so you can just find the playlist. Map time was done in part 1. Okay, go check it out.
No, Cedarburg. It's a sea town area.
It's a sea town. No, it's Cottage Grove, and you know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So where is it? Near
I've never
Cress.
Whose house was that?
Cress.
Oh, Chris?
Cress.
So Cress is
You've
just
seen her
so-
in my phone.
Yeah, I saw the calls to her.
She
That's
helps
your
me out with
that-
everything.
Cat's
Mom's girlfriend.
mom's girlfriend.
Okay.
Cat's mom's
I
girlfriend.
try to talk to her as much because she's like, I don't know, wise, and she really helps me with what's going on with me.
Okay.
'Cause I've been in a slump, I'd say.
Okay.
But
All right. So went to Cat's house Sunday to eat. What time do you think you went over there?
food at 3:30. That's what I said.
So about 3:30. You went over to Cat's.
Oh, I was at Kat's well before. I was at there noon.
Okay.
Noon, let's say.
Noon. Where does Cat live?
The east side?
East side of Madison.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the. I'm sure I could look it up, but do you know the road at all or anything?
Trafalgar? Or Andrew Lane? Trafalgar?
Okay. I'll look it up. That's fine. So you met her Sunday about noon. What'd you guys do at her place?
Well, she realized my legs, I wouldn't be able to do stuff with them. So her brother, and her brother's date went to a thrift store while she had me sleep. Just,
All right,
she just put me to bed and they went. And then they get home around 2:30. Kat and I rush back to my house, let the girls out, and we go back straight to the farm.
Okay. Were you at the farm before you went to let the dogs out, or?
No, we were at Kat's, like, it's like a
Okay.
duplex.
So Cat's house Sunday around noon. You went to sleep with Cat, her sister,
Her brother
Cat's brother,
and his date.
and his date. Okay. Sorry about that. Went to a thrift store.
Then we went to Cress's and we ate. After that, James left after dinner, leaving his date with us, and we took a swim. After the swim, we left. Went to Kat's house to drop off his date. The date stayed at Kat's house. I think the date is a Rose, maybe, is what her name was.
Rose. Had you ever met her before?
No, this was a Tinder match from her brother, Kat's brother.
Okay. What time do you suppose you guys went to Cress's house? So, got to Cat's around noon, went to
2:30
sleep.
we got back.
Okay.
Kat and I went to my house to let the dogs out, then we left. Oh, I think we got gas. and then we went to Cress's. So I'd say we got to. It was maybe 4 when we got there. We were late for dinner, but it was good because they were still setting up.
Where'd you guys get gas at? Do you remember that?
One of the quick trips in town. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I think you would mostly remember where you got gas, right? I'm just thinking out loud. It's just like, oh, no idea. Like, no idea exactly which restaurant it was. Also, no idea exactly which gas station. Like, I'm pretty sure you'd know.
When you say in town, are we talking DeForest, Sun Prairie?
DeForest, it had to be.
Okay.
I think we got. I'm still not super sure, but I know we were doing something on the way, or we didn't do something.
We either did do something or we didn't do something. Okay.
I thought we were gonna do a return, but I'm jumbling it right now. So just have that. We went to my house and back to Cress's. We were late.
Again, he's saying just add this and this, as if like, just write your little story, dude. Like, okay, let's go with this, shall we?
Okay.
For dinner.
What were you guys driving? Were you in your
Cat's red Subaru.
Okay. Was she driving or you?
She
Okay.
drives that. Cat's her car.
Red Subaru, you said?
Yeah, it's at my house right now.
Oh, okay. And you rode with her.
Yes.
Where'd you guys go for a swim?
There's like a little pool up at the Cress's house.
Oh,
She's been helping me with like my walking and everything, and they get me there.
Okay. Is it indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
It must have been nice with how hot.
Helping with his walking because, you know, his legs don't work after that big concussion.
It's been.
Yeah, they got something fancy to heat it from the sun.
Okay.
But that was the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Then we went back to around 6, no, later, maybe 7. We went back to Kat's apartment, dropped off Rose, got Kat's dirty or wet clothes. She had wet clothes because she was going to dry them, and we went to my house together.
So Rose got dropped off at Kat's.
Yeah, the duplex in the east side.
Okay. Was James with you guys at that point, or?
No, James left after dinner around 4:35.
Oh, okay. Was he not getting along with Rose, or?
No, he had work.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. Working on the 4th of July.
Something.
So did Rose get dropped off at Kat's duplex then?
Yes. We'll refer to Kat's house as a duplex.
Yep.
Cress is the farm. Yep. We grow berries.
Yep.
My house is my house. That's how we refer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, now you got a code of how to refer to all these locations where you discarded of your parents' remains. Oh, my word.
Where are we?
Sunday night about 7.
Sunday
Drop
night
Rose
about
off at
7. We
Kat's.
get Rose dropped off. We get to my house. And then we go to my house in DeForest, Windsor. We feed the girls. We put her clothes that she brought, the wet stuff, in the dryer because that's what she needed to do. We get her clothes dry. That's after we get back, actually. And then we go to dance.
Okay.
For the fireworks. He asked us to come by 8:30. For some reason, I was trying to leave, but I was making it.
Just remember that Dan is the co-worker of his mother. Dan came around to the house on July 2nd and like looked through the window, looked through the garage, or like, what is going on? Like, she didn't pitch for work that day, and Dan was actually off that day, but Krista, Chandler's mom's colleagues, were like, she didn't show up today, which is so abnormal for her. It's like, hey Dan, seeing as you live in the area, could you just like drive by and see if she's okay? So he went by there. They exchanged numbers, Chandler and Dan. And Dan's like, just give me a shout if you need anything. And guess what? Chandler called him and like, hey man, could we come hang out on July 4th? Just like watch the fireworks together? He's like, sure, okay, come on over. And so Chandler took a bottle of wine, went there with Kat for 45 minutes, watched the fireworks and left. You know why? Probably to build a freaking alibi. I mean, why else? Why else would you go and hang out with your mom's co-worker? It's like, let's just, ooh, he's onto me. Let's go there and socialize with him, because that's going to completely diffuse the situation, right? Yeah, right. By the way, I was smiling because I was showing you this pin that I got. Now, I got so many wonderful parcels, and now I can't remember exactly who this was from, but I think it's from Sue. Is it? Oh, my word. I love it so much. There we go. I finally have it on my jacket. Thank you so much.
Joke about it that we're gonna be late, like stuff like that, goofy crap. I drove to Dan's.
Okay. Which car were you guys in?
My dad's Subaru. It's a blue.
The one in the garage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, the one in the garage. He's like, yeah. Yeah, the one your dad did not take to the cabin. The one in the garage. Yep, look at him. He's like,
Then we get there, we stay for 45 to an hour. That's how I got the bottle rocket marks.
Show me those.
That
Oh,
the sparks.
that's right. You said
and I think
all those sparks make those marks on my hands. It's not, me dismembering my parents. It's not anything that I was doing in that house this whole time. It's fireworks. Yep.
this was a wad or something that flew back.
Shot back out of it.
Yeah, that one stuck in for a little bit. That's why it's so.
Doesn't he just remind you in this moment of Melon Boy when you were stopped at... That's Brian Laundrie, for those who don't know. Oh, my word. Then hi. If you don't know and you didn't watch me cover that case... Whoa. Okay, hi. So, Brian Laundrie, when the Moab police stopped him, right, and there was that body cam footage, he was like, yeah, this is from a wire. They're like, from a wire? He's like, yep. Just the way that he was saying it, it just seems like the blatant kind of lies that this guy is telling. What do you think? Let me know.
Bad, but these are sparks.
Okay.
those are at Dan's house you got those?
Yes.
At Dan's.
I didn't know the stick. You don't hold the stick. The stick flies with it.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know.
So you're over at Dan's house,
Okay.
about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, get my hands a little bit. We find a firework that it spins and takes off, and it went straight to the bush. So we were like, no more of that. We're done.
Did it light the bush on fire?
No, thankfully it wasn't hot enough for that.
Good.
After that, we cleaned. I gave him a bottle of wine as a thank you for letting us come. Thankfully, I still have a couple.
Weird, dude. Thankfully, I still have a couple. Okay. Why does he say that? Again, he doesn't sound like a 23-year-old adult. It's almost like he's like 16 and he's like, thankfully, I still have a couple, as if he needs his mom to buy him alcohol. I don't know. Let me know what you read into that, but it's just like, thankfully, I still have a couple. Weird.
Bottles at home. While we're there, Dan had a few beers. His girlfriend was there, or fiance, or wife. I'm not sure the relationship, but she was there.
And her name?
Never got her name. Just Dan's girlfriend. She's got purple hair. She's IT at MATC. Like the school's own IT.
Okay.
Anybody else there?
Just the two of us, and then the neighbors watched. one to our left and one across the street for one group.
Because those details are very important.
The one across the street had some cooler stuff than I've ever seen a person be able to own, or firework-wise. But there we are, and then someone in the distance, kind of closer to our house, launched a mortar, artillery firework, and then I was like, okay, we have to go home for the dogs, so we went, and that was pushing 9:30, 9:45. We got home. We got into the couch fort.
The couch fort. Okay.
And put on Daybreak, was the apocalypse show. Daybreak. Put on that because we're trying to finish it.
Such a weird combination of things that he says. Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, 7 Under or 7 Down Under or whatever, and now Daybreak.
On Netflix.
Yes. This is Kat and I still.
Yep.
She was spending the night. The whole time, dogs are pushing me, nosing me, and everything. And so we kind of stop watching, and she goes to bed. I'm trying to let the dogs out, or at least go back in a little bit. But the fireworks, they couldn't. We get to bed upstairs in my room, because she doesn't like the couch, and she had work in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's 10-ish, 10:30, and then the whole time the younger dog keeps jumping on us. So I leave Kat in the bed, and I go sit out down in the couches and chairs down by the real dinner table. I go sit there and just hang out with the dogs so Kat can get to sleep.
Where we first started talking last night?
Yes.
Like
The main
kitchen,
door.
dining room, and the couches? Okay, gotcha.
I sit down there so Kat can get some sleep, because I don't work tomorrow. She does. Then I put the ladder.
Oh, we know you don't work tomorrow because you don't work at all. Because like his job is literally fake. You know that he set his alarm? He got up at like 6 every morning to pretend to work. Like the effort that this guy went to pretend to work was astounding. Even though mostly he just played video games.
In front of those steps so the girls can't come up. They pee on the kitchen, the tiles, so I clean that, and at least they went before bed, you know. It wasn't the worst thing. They're not going to go outside.
Yeah.
Then I go to bed.
Okay.
Then it's Monday morning. Kat goes to work 7:50-ish, maybe earlier. Then I'm left to myself, so we put on New Girl in the couch fort on Monday morning. I go back and forth through some video games, and then back. Video games. Back, and then
Those don't like to stand up very good.
I'm sorry.
He got such a fright from that. Oh my word. He was like, oh, shh.
Stretch a little bit while I'm sitting. Hurts. So New Girl, video games. This is Monday. Again later, I have a little bit to eat for lunch. Well, at the end of the day on Monday, I did go, or the afternoon, I did go to the farm to talk to Cress and Kat's mom. I told them what's happening with my health, because I had the appointment at 2.
Did you go to the farm before or after?
After, because
Okay.
I told them what happened to me.
To the farm.
And I told them the legs are probably going to be permanent. and the headaches should be fixed after the hemorrhage is cleared a little bit. So now that I'm there, I talked to their mom.
A lot of anxiety in his body right now, because when he went back to that farm, he was actually discarding of his father's remains. So, yeah.
And Crest together. And I think Kat's mom is alright with me. I don't know, she wants me to move into the east side Kat's house.
Okay.
And start paying rent as an apartment because she doesn't like that I live at home.
Does Kat
She doesn't like that I live at home, so she wants me to live in her home. That doesn't make any sense.
live with her mom, or?
Kat has an apartment.
Okay.
So Kat is independent, has her own apartment and her own job. But Kat's mom really wants him to move in because she doesn't like it that he lives at home. That makes no sense, dude. Your story doesn't add up at all. And seriously, how many people do you want to throw under the bus?
Somewhere.
Kat does?
Yeah, it's by Mifflin.
Okay.
The Party Avenue. It's by there.
Okay.
So I'm there talking to their mom and Crest. Then I go up to have, a breakdown by their shed, and they go swimming. Right by the swimming pool is the shed, so they wanted to watch me.
And just so you know, the gun was found in the shed months later behind boards that he'd stacked up a bunch of boards. And they don't go into the shed that often, from what I gather. But Kat's mom went into the shed one day. It's like, what are all these boards? Like, moved them, and there was the rifle that he used to kill his parents. So his little breakdown by the shed that he's describing here is really just hiding the weapon.
Breakdown and all that. So after I noticed they're just watching, I just walk over to them.
Yeah, they're just watching you have a breakdown with no regard and no empathy. No one is watching you have a breakdown. In fact, you made sure that no one's watching so that you could hide the rifle that you killed your parents with in their shed.
Describe your breakdown to me.
I actually cried.
He thinks that's very funny, that he actually cried. He's like, haha, I actually cried.
Started kicking grass, just doing the toddler tantrum shit. Then I hopped in the water with them.
Okay.
So it was too late. I was in the water, and I realized Crest didn't have a top.
Okay.
And that was uncomfortable. But I talked to them more, and that's when she brought up the housing situation, how she doesn't like how my parents are. I guess I don't know. She doesn't know them that well. She's never met them.
Okay. Crest was saying that?
And Kat's mom.
Oh.
Kat's mom all of a sudden had a problem with how your parents are. Like, wow, this guy will just throw everyone under the bus when he's just done the most horrendous thing in the world.
Kat's mom speaks his her first thought right away.
Yeah.
So they're offering me to get a job, live with them, work for them while I'm working, and pay rent. And that's kind of their deal. I would have like a month free of rent, or a month or two maybe if they're thinking. I could be able to borrow a car from Crest maybe if she's nice or not using it. I'd be able to go to work.
Did she have a lot of cars or something?
No.
No? Okay. Just an extra one, probably.
She stays at the farm.
Okay.
So if she didn't need it, I could use it
Sure.
to go to a job or at least interviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like he's thinking already that, whoa, my parents aren't there. Now what? What do I do in the interim while waiting for life insurance money? I know I'm going to live with Kat's mom. Work for them, use their car, go to job interviews. And it's like repeat the cycle. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so we've still got 45 minutes left to analyze about this interrogation. I wish I could do it all in one, but it's been an hour and 5 minutes already. It is 1:10 in the morning for me. So as much as I want to push and do this, I also do want to look after myself and not be crazy. So I'm going to do a part 3 where we look at the rest of this interview. And maybe it's better for you as well to just chunk it real nice and really look at each sentence. I want to give you my full attention. And sometimes I'm like looking at my notes over here, or checking something on the calendar on my phone or scribbling something. So if you see me in the corner here fiddling, that's what I'm doing. But I'll see you for part 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the way that I present true crime and that I'm now following this case, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment below what your thoughts are. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do that. Follow me on Twitter at Grizzly Gisela. I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Grizzly True Crime. And if you want to email me, it's grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.